It is Trucker Chris Hales with an update video. Of course, I'll tell you about the lock journey and whatnot, but this is my trucking channel, so let's dive into that first. What's been going on with me? Just trucking. Everything been smooth though, for real. I can honestly say I am satisfied with the company that I'm with currently. My paychecks are consistent. I'm off every weekend. I don't have issues with my truck. So it's safe to say I'm Gucci. I'm supposed to be, as far as, what type of routes I'm driving or whatever, I'm considered a flex regional driver, but we really don't go far at all. I go to Indianapolis, I go to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, I go to Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, and Illinois. That's it. And I'm really not even going too deep within those states. I want to say Michigan. I've been to Grand Rapids, so I guess it's kind of far out in Michigan. But the furthest in Iowa I've gone is Cedar Rapids. The furthest in Indiana I've gone is Indianapolis. As far as Wisconsin, I've been as far as Milwaukee. A little bit of everywhere in Illinois. But that's pretty much it, guys. I stay real close to home. As far as with my position, I'm a flex regional driver. So what it's supposed to be is I'm dispatched out Monday mornings and they dispatch me back home sometime on Friday. And then I'm off all day Saturday, all day Sunday. That's my week. However, there are times, like this week in particular, where my DM will have me run a dedicated account that gets me home every day. So like right now, this whole week I'm running from my yard, which is in Glenwood, Illinois, up to Tipton, Indiana. I should say across to Tipton, Indiana, then up to Belvedere, Illinois, and then back into Glenwood. That trip takes me all day. I get to my truck around 9 something. I want to say between 9:15 and 9:45 I'm at my truck, and I try to be going by 10 or before 10. It takes roughly 2 hours to get to Tipton, Indiana, and then it takes 4 hours to get up to Belvedere, Illinois, and then it takes an hour and a half to get back to my yard. So it takes up pretty much my whole day. I get home between 9 and 10 o'clock. So it's not too bad. I actually enjoy running this low because it's 500 miles a day, and then plus I get the flat hourly rate that they pay out. So I get my miles plus like an additional $80 or something like that. And I have a good check. Usually when I run this account, my check will be $1,000. So, and that's net. That's what I take home. So I like running this account, to be very honest with you. If I ran it as my regular everyday route, because they do hire for this particular position, out and back home daily automotive account, I wouldn't get paid as much. So I enjoy doing it under being regional because I get paid per mile. Those accounts are paid a flat rate per day, so I make a little bit more money doing it. But when I'm not running this account, I usually pretty much only stay out maybe 2 or 3 days out of the week, and I'm home the other 2 days, probably running another dedicated account. one that I run that doesn't take up as much time, and I get home a lot earlier in the day. So I want to say last week was my first week being on the full week. It's very rare that I'm actually gone the whole week before I come back home. Last week was the first time, excluding Friday, because I took a mini trip, a mini vacation or whatever with my girlfriend to Houston, Texas. So I flew out on Friday. So I was gone Monday and I didn't come back home until Thursday. So it was cool, and that doesn't normally happen on a week-to-week basis. So it's safe to say I'm home more often than not, and I still have a decent check to show for whatever I've done for that week. And again, usually when I run these dedicated automotive accounts, I get paid a little bit more money than if I was to just run my regional routes. So I like running them. I don't complain. It works for me. I'm definitely still out here learning. I'm learning different random stuff too that is like, I didn't know that. That kind of would have been nice to know in training or something. Like little stuff, like don't judge me, but I was unaware that the air horn does not work if the truck is not running. Like if you go to your truck for the first time and you start it up, the air horn does not work. So apparently the air horn needs air to work. I didn't know that. I just thought it was called an air horn because it made a different sound or something, a louder sound. That was my thought on the air horn. But I came to my truck. I did a pre-trip one day, and I was just trying to get that part out of the way. So I, hit my little city horn, and then I hit the air horn, and I heard no sound. Nothing came out. I'm just pulling, and nothing was happening. So I immediately thought it was broke. So I finished doing my pre-trip, checking everything else out. At this point, the truck's probably been running for a few minutes. And then I'm like, let me try it one more time before I go drive over to take it over to the shop. Sure enough, it worked. So the air horn needs air to work, I guess. I don't know. But just little stuff like that, I didn't know. I didn't know that whatsoever. What else? I learned that when sliding the tandems, sometimes when you pull the pin and you don't see the pins pull out, that does not mean that you can't slide your tandems. All you have to simply do is push in your parking brake, the yellow one, and it works. It'll finish pulling out the rest of the way once you hit your parking brake in. Some trailers it does that, some trailers it does not. But that was something that I learned, because I was like, man, this ain't working. The pins didn't pull, and I will push it in, push it back out, still doesn't pull. Then of course I get in the truck and I attempt to move it, and it doesn't go. So also with that, when you do that, when you get back in your truck to attempt to slide your tandems and you push in the parking brake, in most cases you have to go, well, at least for me with the trailers here, sometimes I have to go in reverse first, and it'll slide, and then I can go forward as far as like if I needed to slide my tandems all the way to the back. So keep that in mind too. If you're having issues with it, go in reverse first. You might actually slide and then go forward. So just little stuff like that is what I have been learning. Just little tidbits that probably would have been nice to know in training. Let me see, have I encountered any issues out here? Nope. Not really. Everything's pretty much been smooth sailing for me. I haven't had any problems. However, I did drive in the snow for the first time, guys, and that was pretty scary. It was not scary, stressful. If you follow my journey the winter, but when I was with my trainer, we never were in states that it snowed. So we were in California a lot, Texas, and Kansas, during the winter, or Georgia. So we didn't come across snow. And if I did come home to Illinois, it would have already snowed. So I never drove in snow with my trainer. The closest I came to it was like a very, very short-lived ice storm. I guess you could say the rain that was coming down was ice. So it was slick, and I drove really slow on that. But after I want to say maybe 5 to 10 miles, there was no more rain ice. So that wasn't anything. And then I was in PA one time, and they had a snowstorm out there, but the snow started coming down when I was done driving for the night. So, in the middle of the night, I got up to use the bathroom. There was snow everywhere. Ground was slick. And of course, when I got up in the morning, my truck was full of snow, but the roads are clean, and I didn't have any issues driving. So it wasn't until 2 weeks ago when we got this weird ass snowstorm here in the fall in the Midwest that I drove through snow for the first time, and it's stressful. I can't even lie, it's so stressful. I was on edge the whole time, just worried that a car in front of me was gonna slip out of control. I was gonna slip out of control. It was a little crazy. I was very tensed up. I was on edge. I was sitting in the steering wheel like this. And to make matters worse, when you're driving, you see cars slid off into the ditch, trucks slid off into the ditch. So it was like, man. And then you can't drive the speed limit. Where I was going at 65 miles per hour, I'm doing anywhere between 25 and 35. Majority of the time, I was doing 35 miles per hour because the roads they were somewhat shoveled. So it was easy to still kind of get some type of speed under my belt. But if I hit areas where they hadn't shoveled yet, or they didn't salt, then I was definitely doing 25. So it took me all day to drive in this crap. I was driving through snow for about 6 hours that day, and still never made it to my delivery, because I want to say the last hour that I was even on the road, my tail started to slide. And it's dark outside, mind you. These streets are super dark, there's no light, and I guess I'm hitting maybe patches of slush and snow and my tail was swinging, and I'd feel it in the steering wheel. So I instantly would freak out and assume that, okay, I'm about to jackknife, or my truck's about to slide into the ditch. So after that happened a few times, I was like, you know what, I'm done driving for the night. I'm gonna park it, and I'll do this delivery in the morning. Called night dispatch, told them I was stopping. They said, okay, cool, just call us in the morning after your break. Great. I didn't care. I was literally 10 miles away from where I had to do my delivery. I didn't want to have to go deliver my load and then still have to drive in this crap and find a park. I was done. I was over it. I didn't want to drive in snow no more. So my comfortability was reached when my tail started to swing in the snow. So, that's kind of one of the big things with driving in the snow, man. You do it if you're comfortable doing it. And the minute you're not comfortable, or you no longer feel safe driving in it, then that's when you should stop driving. I don't want to say don't attempt to drive in snow, because you know, at the end of the day, we still have a job to do, deliveries to make, and you should attempt to drive in snow. So hey, I can handle this. No, I can't handle it. There are some people who they see a slight sign of snow, or they look at the forecast and it's gonna snow, and they shut down. They don't attempt. They don't do nothing. That's totally fine. If you're not comfortable driving in snow, you ain't comfortable driving in snow. But for me, because I had never driven in it, I was like, well, I still gotta go to work, because it was snowing before I went to work. I'm like, I still gotta go to work. I need a paycheck. They not shutting us down, so I guess I have to go out here and attempt to drive in snow, which is what I did. And like I said, it wasn't so bad until like I said, after 6 hours of driving in it. The snow's coming down harder. It's pitch black. And now my tail is swinging. That's when I was no longer comfortable. I no longer felt safe. And I shut it down for the night. So just a few tips out there for any rookie drivers that have to drive in snow or haven't done so yet. All you gotta do is keep a safe distance. Keep a safe distance. Watch your speed. You know, look how the ground looks. See if it's okay to drive a certain speed. Don't attempt to do the speed limit. Go way lower than the speed limit because you need time to stop should something happen. Stay focused. Pay attention. And drive slow. Drive with caution. And, you know, if you don't feel comfortable driving, shut it down because you might make a mistake because you're driving out here scared. So, you know, that's pretty much all I can say about winter driving. I don't like it. I hate it. And it's too stressful. It didn't get scary for me, like I said, until my tail started to swing. But other than that, it was just kind of like, okay, just go slow and steady. Keep your distance and you should be good. And that's pretty much what I did majority of my trip. So, and at this point I've driven in snow twice. The very first time was the worst. Second time, not as bad. Outside of that, ain't nothing really cracking, you know. I might do a video on my company itself and, you know, show pay stubs and get into more details about them at a later time. But other than that, man, everything's pretty much Gucci with me in this trucking industry that I choose to be in. As far as my lockup date, as you can see, I'm all twisted up and styled. I am at 2.5 months in my lock journey. I will be at 3 months come December the 1st. And it's been going good. I've learned to embrace the days and stages where my hair just looks like crap and I got all this new growth and my hair has shrunk and it's kind of just sticking up versus laying flat. I've kind of embraced it, and pretty much if I just go get a taper, it'll look fine. You know, but I just got retwisted Friday. And that was my first time actually waiting a full month before I retwisted my hair. Prior to that, I was going to like every 3 weeks or something. The next time I get retwisted will be on my birthday, which is December 20th. I'll get retwisted again. But it's been going good. My hair is growing really fast. It shrinks really bad. And so since my locks aren't matured, my hair shrinks, and when it shrinks, it just sticks straight up. It doesn't lay flat at all. So it doesn't even look like I have as much hair until I go get it retwisted. And then, you know, it has some length to it. I'm out here draping a little bit. Just a little bit though. So I can't wait till it gets to the point where it's matured and, you know, it doesn't look as bad when I get my new growth in. But I've been talking way too much, and that was it. I just wanted to catch y'all up with me, let y'all know I'm out here, I'm good. I'm still moving this big old thing, shaking and baking. My backing is way better. I've got my process, and it works. So I'm good, man. But y'all take it easy. Y'all be safe. Shout out to all my trucker people out there doing your thing. Y'all stay safe. And yeah, man, I'm Ghost.